Just got done with my workout. Completely destroyed legs. I recently got a gym membership at this gym, and it's completely changed the way that I've been working out. Honestly, just being in that environment where I have other people around me, it's making me so much more competitive, because I used to just go to the gym at my apartment and it just wasn't competitive enough. I had a couple people there that were working out, but not too much was pushing me to become better, become more active, break out of my barrier, be uncomfortable. So I told myself I need to stop working out here and I'm going to go get a gym membership. So I went and got a gym membership. My workouts have been insane. I literally cannot feel my legs right now. And I'm sitting at the park, open up the camera, and I just want to talk before I go home because I got a lot on my mind. I don't want to stray too far off about what exactly I want to break down for you boys. But the main thing is confidence. You gain so much confidence in life through specific things. And it's like so many men, they want to acquire this confidence in going out. They want to acquire this confidence in the work that they do. They want to acquire the confidence in all areas of life. But it's like that's the lacking indicator for so many men. They don't know how to get the confidence. They understand, they look around and they see men super confident with the people that they're around, with the work that they do, super confident in the way that they speak whenever they sell, because I'm a salesman. And the one thing that I always say is you got to have conviction. You got to be confident in what you're talking about. But they don't really understand, where does that come from? Where does the confidence come from? And truly, it all comes from doing hard stuff, from breaking out of that barrier of your old identity and truly saying that I'm going to do difficult things. I'm going to be uncomfortable, and I'm going to sit in front of a camera and talk to some people that may not even watch this video, but the decision is that I'm going to be uncomfortable. That's what creates the confidence. If you want to be confident with your sales and you tell yourself, okay, I'm going to get 100 no's instead of saying I need to try to get 10 yeses. Guess what? Out of that 100 no's, you're probably going to end up getting more than 10 yeses because you've set that goal that, okay, I'm going to be uncomfortable. I don't want to get no's, but I'm going to tell myself that I'm going to get 100 no's. And guess what? That's going to build confidence for your next 100 calls. Next thing you know, the more you do those calls, the more success rate that you're going to have because you're going to become more confident in the way that you speak with yourself. It's the same thing with working out. You don't want to work out, but imagine you go to the gym 5 days a week, every week for 6 months. There's no doubt in my mind that you will become confident. You will become someone that is able to do so much more with their life because they chose discomfort in a life full of comfort. There's so many people every single day just sitting back, watching TV, playing video games at the end of the night, not thinking of what's the next move. What do I got to do tomorrow? How can I make sure that every single day I'm progressing to the person I want to become? It's a very minuscule amount of people that actually do that in this world. And that's how easy it is to set you apart from so many other people. If you just do 1% more each and every day, one, you're going to gain that confidence that you've been lacking. But two, you're going to realize that you have been leaving so much on the table. When I was able to increase that 1% each day a year ago, I've been able to increase my identity, increase my output, increase the amount of return that I get in my life tenfold in a 3-month period compared to 3 years of my old life. Because right now I'm 23 years old. And from the age of 18 to 21, real honestly, I was just vaping, smoking, playing video games, doing nothing with my life. But I decided it was time for change. It was time for me to break out of that old identity and actually make something of myself. And so after the 3 years, guess what I did? I told myself, no more. I sold my video games. No more going out. I changed my friend group. No more wasting time with my ex. I ended up breaking up with her. And I decided to just go all in on myself. I decided to make content every day. I decided to start reading self-development books. And I decided to get better 1% every single day. And if you saw who I was from the person I am today to the person who I was 2 years ago, you would not say that these people are the same people. They would be completely different because one is super confident, can get in front of the camera, just talk about his thoughts. And the other one can't even, increase the amount of sales that they do outside of their job. They can't even bring themselves to go inside the gym. They can't even bring themselves to come up with new ideas on the spot and take care of other people because all he wanted to do was be comfortable. confidence comes from doing uncomfortable things. So if you want the confidence to show up in public, you need to realize that the discipline in private is what builds this. Discipline when everyone's asleep and it's 5 a.m. and you wake up and you're like, fuck, I want to go back to bed. I don't feel like waking up. Nobody's up. What the fuck is 2 hours of sleep going to do to harm me? But instead of saying, okay, I'm going to fall back asleep, I'll wake up at 7 and then I'll have breakfast and I'll go to work. You tell yourself, no, I'm going to wake up at 5 o'clock. I'm going to do these push-ups that I don't fucking want to do. I'm going to drink some water. I'm going to write down on my journal. And then I'm going to start working, whether that's going to the gym, whether that's building some type of business, whether that's writing down some sales scripts for your job, whether that's reading some personal development books. You're going to realize that those 2 hours that you spend in the morning, rather than falling asleep, is going to stack up over a month. Because next thing you know, over a month, you had an extra 60 hours to put towards a skill, to developing yourself. And fuck, maybe even you find 2 hours in the evening. Then that's 120 hours per month that you're able to find to put to yourself. Oh fuck, my light went off. To yourself, rather than someone else. And so, guess what's going to happen? Over that whole expansion, over that entire timeline, you're going to realize like over 6 months, you're able to get 800 hours directly for yourself into becoming someone that other people can't even recognize. And that's what I consider the unreachable. When you become this person that other people cannot stand, they cannot understand how they got there. You know, when people look at my story and they see that I've done push-ups every single day for the past 365 days, they're like, who the fuck is this man? And why the fuck is he so consistent? Why the fuck is he waking up so early every single day, getting towards his shit? What the fuck is driving him? And it's that inner discipline. It's me realizing that doing these small steps every single day, becoming the person that I was so far from, but it was the man that I always desired, is what's keeping me on my path. That's what gives me the energy to sit in front of a camera and just talk my mind out. Just make other people understand the importance of discipline, the importance of confidence, and the importance of breaking out of your old mold and becoming someone that no one else will recognize. I hope you guys just completely understand that it's all up to you. I mean, you know, you can have me kick you in the butt and be like, okay, you need to wake up at 5 a.m. You need to do this. You need to go to bed early. You need to eat all your macros. You need to hit a workout 5 days a week. But unless you actually decide to do it, you're not going to progress your life. And another thing, like, you're like, okay, I understand discipline brings confidence. That makes sense to me. But how do I get this discipline? Discipline always starts with physical health. If you can guarantee yourself to just be accountable with either eating your macros every single day that you know you need to either increase your muscle mass, to lose the fat, to get to the certain weight that you want, if you can eat those every single day or hit a specific 4-day, 5-day workout regimen every single week and understand the importance of progressive overloading and increasing the amount of weight or reps that you use each week, that's going to be your first step to discipline. That's everyone's first step to discipline. You know, if you're able to lock that first step in, guess what? You're going to realize, okay, so I've been working out constantly. I've been eating good constantly. What else can I do? Okay, maybe I can read for 30 minutes each every day. Okay, now that I got that in, maybe I can speak to a certain family member every single day, like my mother and my father, because they're not always going to be here. Speaking from someone that lost his father at a young age. And so then you just start stacking these on top of each other. Next thing you know, you're like, okay, now I got to, increase my sales skill because I'm a salesman and I need to make sure I'm making more money each and every month. So boom, 30 minutes every day, learning new sales scripts, learning from people that have excelled in my career that are doing, 10 to 100 times more than what I'm doing. Boom, got that. Next thing you know, 30 minutes learning a specific skill for a business. Because maybe you don't want to work at your job for the rest of your life. And you're like, damn, I need to, figure out a business model. I need to figure out something to push my life forward. And it's all going to stack on top of each other. So discipline builds confidence. But what creates discipline is your physical environment. Being able to physically be capable of achieving your goals, whether that's physique-wise, nutrition-wise, or just, lifestyle-wise. But you have to start with discipline. And most importantly, discipline in the gym or discipline in the kitchen. Hope you guys found some value out of this, because it's really just like a cycle. Like, you have discipline right here, you have confidence right here, but to get the discipline and the confidence, you need to start working out in the gym. You need to start eating your macros. Once you have that, next thing you know, you have discipline. Then when you have your discipline, you start stacking up those small wins until you get to the confidence. And that's how you become confident no matter where you go. Could be out with some friends, could be out with your mom, could be out, you know, making your business at home when no one's around. But next thing you know, when you're recording videos, you're much more confident, understanding where confidence comes from. And that's how you're able to fully just completely change your identity, because within a 6-month period, you start stacking those up on each other. You're not even going to recognize your old self. And that's exactly what happened to me. Fuck, I am tired as shit. I appreciate all you guys. If you were able to stick around and watch this video, it means the absolute world to me. I'm trying to be as authentic as I can, trying to create as many video styles as I can, whether that's in my house, whether that's just after a workout, whether that's, you know, maybe creating a slideshow and giving you guys as much value as I can. So if you have missed it, check out some of my other videos, because I guarantee you I try to provide as much value as I can, because all I want to do is change people's lives and make them realize that, you know, if you're in a spot like who I was 2 years ago, there's a way out of it. And every person can be this 1%, as long as they put their right foot in front of the other and decide and to choose to become the greatest man that they've ever decided. And, you know, it took me until I was 21 to make that. So, you know, you could be ahead of this journey starting before that. You could be a little bit later in the journey, a little bit after 21. But the whole point is you can start at any moment. So now's the time to start. Hope you guys found some value in this. Again, my name is Jonathan Mitchell. If you want to learn a little bit about me, check out some of my other videos. But the whole goal here is just to take away some information. Right now, I am building a community of people that are able to take this information that I have, condense it all into a dashboard, and apply it directly to their life. So if you want to work with me directly, learn a little bit about me, there's a link in the description if you want to upgrade your mindset and your physique. Other than that, appreciate the time, boys. I got to go home, have a protein shake, have some meal, because I am fucking dying. But you boys have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.